If anyone has any doubt, they can ask me. Hey, hi, Suraj. Yes, it is required. At least you should know the basic stuff of Hadoop, and then only you should move to Spark so that you will understand a Spark and his Spark and Hadoop, in a better way, or in a easier way. So it would be good if you already know Hadoop and ecosystem. The basic stuff of Hadoop. Sami Nagade, how much DSA is required for the data engineering role? Uh, like to be honest, DSA is not much required. Okay, but I mean, it depends on the company to company. If you're preparing for a product-based company, then I would suggest that you should know DSA well, at least till trees or binary search tree. Otherwise, if you're planning for a service-based company, then I don't think so DSA is much required. But at least you should know the definitions of link service, or we can say the application of its stack queue and all. Then it would be very good for you. Hello, Suraj. Can you suggest the topics for that? Only Hadoop architecture is enough, and then you can switch to Spark. Hey, hi, Samir. Hello, Samir. Hello, Mahesh.
Hello.
Hello, Mahesh.
Hello.
Yeah, you can ask me anything if you have any doubt.
Uh, yes, I have a question. In project, which file formats are covered?
JSON, SQL tables, CSV files, Excel files, as well as Parquet also.
Okay.
Anything else? It is more into the, how you create a project. Like I shown you, I worked on multiple file format also, but the project what I have, created or what I launched, it is more to understand the process of creating a project end to end. So in a project, there is not only Azure Data Factory or Azure Database. Apart from that, we have many things to do, right? So those things also I have covered in this project, and I shown you. I mean, in a different way, I shown you, like, if you want to copy the data from one place to another, so there would be several ways to do. But I shown you some different ways. Not in a simple way, like, like we create a for each activity, we can use the get metadata activity. I did not use that approach. Rather than I used a different approach, so that your task would be easier for the future. So you do not need to rework again and again on the same task. So I can say kind of utility I have created in ADF as well as in ADB, so that your work will be easier in future.
Okay.
Apart from this, any doubts?
Uh, no, I have once I have checked the course project content, but I will go through again.
Mhm. So if you wanna go, I mean, if you wanna know about the architecture or the things which we are gonna follow, so you can watch my YouTube video. I explained over there.
Uh,
If you
okay.
do not have, I can ping you a link.
Okay. Sure.
Give me a minute.
Okay.
Where it is?
Wake up, webmaster.
Here you go.
Okay.
Pratik Kumar Sagar, this project will also include future updates on Azure. As of now, I am keep on updating the things on the same project. But once I create a new project, where I will be creating, I will be dealing with different kind of data, different type of tools and resources, then I will create a new project rather than, using the same what I can say, same project. So it will be an entire new project, not in the old project. I will updates.
Okay.
Yeah, hi Tejas. Hello, Tejas.
Hi.
Hi. You can ask me anything regarding the course or anything if you want to ask.
I just wanted to check, like, as I mentioned, is only ADF jobs are available in market, and how to get those.
Only ADF jobs are also available over the market, but if you have to be good at least all the ETL operations, then it would be very easier for you to get into it.
And what kind of portals will you suggest for it, like Naukri and all? So to get more calls and to get more of.
Naukri, LinkedIn only. Two things are good.
Okay. Anything apart from it?
No, Naukri is best only. But if I would suggest to learn some extra tools also in Azure, not rely only on Azure Data Factory. If you know more things, then the chances will be more. Correct. If you know only one single thing, then maybe your chances will be less. But at least you should have the basic understanding of Spark also. Then it would be good. If you know basic understanding of Synapse, it would be good for you. If you know basic understanding of Power BI, how we can create a dashboard. I'm not talking about a very advanced reports and dashboard. At least the basic you should know, and the basic you can learn within 7 to 10 days. There is nothing to difficult. There's nothing too difficult. So I would suggest, if you're looking out for some better package, then suggestion is that learn at least 2 3 more technologies.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Regarding your new project, I just wanted to buy it and start. So just wanted to know, like, if we stuck anywhere, so is there any help, or is there
Yes,
any?
I personally helping people. Some guys have some issues, so I personally call them and I resolve those issues. But probably if you know the concept of Azure, right? I mean, at least ADF part or basic Azure Database part, then you won't find any issue, because I shown you step by step, like how to give access, what access you give to your SPNs, to your manage identity, right? So those kind of all things also I have shown you in the course. The thing is, you should not skip any videos. If you skip any video, then maybe you will not understand properly, and then you will get confused.
Okay, how to reach out in case of anything, like where to reach out and how
There,
to.
there is a channel already. They are present, in the portal. You can reach out from there, and then you can also reach out to my WhatsApp if you have any issue, or Telegram channel. Anywhere you can ping me.
Okay, so WhatsApp number is there on the portal.
हाँ हाँ, वो
Okay.
बॉट है वहाँ पे. You can just click on the, वो क्या होता है, WhatsApp का icon,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
तो
Okay,
from there you can get it.
okay, okay. I'm really excited for that project.
No, but the thing is, they just, if you already know Azure Database, right? At least basic, I am talking about, not very
Mm-hmm.
advanced topic.
Okay.
Then only you take this course. I know that you are aware about it, ADF,
Mm-hmm.
right? As you mentioned that you are looking out
Yes.
for, but if you know, Azure Database, Azure Database, then only you take this course. Otherwise, you will not understand the topics. What I'm talking there, or what I'm trying to explain. You will not understand properly.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, Databricks I know little bit, only little bit, but not in the depth. So is
हाँ,
it?
मतलब if you know, if you know how the processing works in the
Mhm.
Spark, right, distributed
Mhm.
manner में,
Mhm.
and all those things, if you know, then you are good to go. I use the autoloader feature. I did not use normal Spark Read API over there. I
Okay.
use autoloader. So what you can go do, you can go and search autoloader. Google, there are several YouTube channels are there, or several videos are there. You can read it over there. I also explained what is autoloader and why I'm using autoloader. But if you want to go in a deep, right, then you have to go to another video or another documentation, because the main focus or main agenda of this course is to tell you the complete process end to end, how the project should be. So there is nothing only there is not only talk about ADF and the database. I talk about automation and an account, PowerShell scripts, and then I talked about logic app. So there's not a logic app where we send the emails that fail message or success message. I did not use that way. I I uh, I shown you a different use case of logic app. And after that, I also shown you how we can use CI/CD pipelines in Azure Data Factory, Azure Databricks, and blob storage, and data lake gen 2. Sometime we want to push the files right to our blob storage or gen 2 account manually, and sometimes we do not have access on the portal. So even though we do not have access on the through the storage explorer uh, software, right? So,
Yes.
so at that time, what we do, we created a small CI/CD pipeline. With the help of that, we can, push the files to the location.
Okay. Okay. Sure. So
You will
just
learn, definitely, I'm like 90% sure you will learn something new from this course.
okay.
And the techniques which I've shown you. Maybe you are aware about ADF, you are good in that, but I'm like 90% sure you will learn something new.
Okay. And if something stuck, we have some support system, right? So I can always.
Yes, 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 yes.
I have one question. Like I have seen that architecture, and
Mhm.
in architecture we can see source files like CSV, SQL tables, APIs, PDF, and Excel.
Mhm.
So have you used different file formats as well, like which are normally used, like Avro, Parquet, JSON?
No, I did not use that one. I use Parquet. So I copied the data from tables into the Parquet format only, into the data lake gen 2. And from PDF, and the API, I source the data from API into the JSON format. And then CSV is only nothing but a CSV only. And Excel is Excel. Why I have shown this way, right? See, everyone is working on Avro ORC. No one talk about JSON. No one talk about Parquet is common thing. Everyone knows, right? That's the reason I use their PDFs also, because no one knows how to read the PDF. And there is a real-time example where many projects have the PDFs inbuilt, right? How to source the data from PDF. Even though the example what I took is not very complicated, but yeah, somehow you will have an understanding how we can source the PDFs also.
Okay.
So the main agenda of this to tell you something extra, something new, which is not available in the market. I had an option. I can also show you the same thing, right? Everyone knows. Yeah, you can go and read it from anywhere. वो तो सिर्फ फाइल ही फॉर्मेट है, right, Mahesh? There's nothing to do.
Okay.
Correct. And until unless you will have a big data, I mean, bunch of data you will have it, and we will not find it this 10 GB, 20 GB data. We cannot show you over the project, right?
Okay.
So this only the reason why I have shown you a different formats, maybe which is not usually used in the videos.
Other question is regarding the time or hours we should put to do this project. So how will you suggest the approach?
So the total time, I mean the total hours of this course is around 13 hours. Okay. And if you watch complete video, it will take you 13 hours, right? And then if you implement it also, sometime you may face issue, sometime you may not face issue, right? First you watch the video and then you will implement it. So I can say it will take you one week at least if you give 2 hours each day.
Okay. Okay. So how will you suggest to go with the approach like layer wise?
Layer wise, topic, whatever sequence I have shown you now, go one by one. You can watch video twice, thrice, multiple times. And once it is done, and then you understood thing, then you go to your portal account, create the pipeline or whatever I have, shown there, so that you will also get better understanding of it. Sometime what happens, I have shown you one example, one approach I have shown you. Maybe while you are preparing, while you are writing the logic, you will get the better a better idea of on top of it, right? It happens generally. Correct. So it's good if you do the implementation of the project also, so that आपको भी अच्छा process आएगा.
What is the cost of this project?
You can search it over the website. It is already present over there.
Okay.
Can you see that? Do you have the link?
Yes, yes.
But if you already know about database and all this stuff, then only you take this course. Otherwise, you will not understand it.
And in Databricks, you have implemented solution on using PySpark or which thing?
Both PySpark, Spark SQL.
Okay.
See, Spark, both are same only, right? So there is no. If you are facing challenges, then I would suggest switch to Spark SQL. है ना? If you think that reading the data from Spark SQL is kind of difficult, then switch to PySpark. If you wanna do some joins and put some logic, use Spark SQL. That is best way to do. Create a temp view, right, on top of data frame, and do your process. I mean, put join joins, whatever the condition you wanna put, and then again you save that. Then you convert that view into data frame again.
Okay. Because I haven't used PySpark. I'm working in support project. So I'm aware about it, data factory. And parallelly, I have created some data factories pipelines. And now learning Databricks, but not gone through any notebook or anything yet. So I'm just learning as of now. So from Databricks perspective.
Databricks. What about Azure Data Factory?
For Azure Data Factory, I'm learning it through online things only. I have seen your YouTube channel as well. So parallelly, I'm learning.
So you have better basic understanding of integration runtime, link services, DTUs, SKUs, all those stuff you know, right? And when to use for each activity, how to
Yes.
create parameters, right? So those
Yes.
things you know, then you can take this.
Okay.
And but go one by one. Don't skip any video until unless you know the concept, because many guys did the same thing. They just skip the video and then they came to me and said, "Hey Sagar, the project is done," and I did not understand much thing, since you have like this concept I know. Then I searched, then I went back and I saw how much time they spent. I see 12 hours or 13 hours of course they completed within 2 hours. Right. Then I then I asked you skip these videos. They said I already know copy activity. I said them no, you go and watch the video. I'm sure you will find out something new. Because ये होता यही है ना कि we see okay the topic I know, Python I know, but maybe I shown in some different way, right? So those things I have shown you. So I would suggest, if you're taking my course, please do not skip any video. Even though you know what you can do, you can increase the speed of the video. 2x may 3x may you can watch it out, but do not skip it.
Okay.
Hi, Sagar. One more question, like regarding, as you mentioned, only ADF won't be the good solution to get more calls and get good package. So apart from ADF, what things would you mention to have like skill sets?
Sorry, they just back. Can you please repeat it? I was typing over the YouTube. Please repeat it.
Yeah. As you mentioned, ADF won't be the only possible solution to get good package and good many calls. So what are the other things you will at
Apache
least?
Spark, Databricks.
Okay, PySpark, right?
PySpark.
Okay, only
Just
PySpark and ADF is fine, or
at least PySpark and ADF is good combination.
okay, and
Apart
in
from this, you have Synapse also.
okay, and PySpark have many things. So what are the at least minimum things you will suggest in PySpark to have? Like
See, you should not first tell PySpark, you should tell Apache Spark.
okay,
PySpark is just a language.
yeah,
एक लैंग्वेज होती है एपीआई है काइंड नॉट अ लैंग्वेज आई कैन से एक एपीआई है तो आपको अपाचे स्पार्क में एटलीस्ट यू शुड नो हाउ मेनी फाइल फॉर्मेट हैज बीन सपोर्टेड okay what Mahesh asked me I'm not sure whether you were joined at that time so we have Avro ORC and Parquet and nowadays delta format also we have it so how to deal with that how to read the data using delta tables delta file format how to write them using delta format then we have partitions method we have repartitions method what is this repartition collace how we can do basic manipulation what we have it now I mean group by having window function how we can apply all those things over the you with the help of using PySpark right and then there is a new topic or new topic delta tables
okay,
right so you should know what is delta table and what is a database table what is different between these two so
okay,
delta table is nothing but a table which has the asset properties
okay.
इसमें हम we can do update easily
XML
we can do
operation.
delete है ना
Mhm.
वो सब चीजें we can do very easily but database tables doesn't allow these things that's why database sorry that's why delta table has come up and it has some other features also like we can go back to the history and see what what was happened like 2 days back or 3 days back those things we can do.
Okay, sure. So just wanted to check. So I just went through the portal of yours. So I really appreciate and it is really great. So is there any interview support or any other help from your side? For
Interview support means I mean
so for the preparation of
mock interview.
mock interview or any interview preparation things
I
or.
would suggest, I would tell it is not in my plan as of now. Plan as
Mhm.
of now. If I see multiple requests, then definitely I will think of it. But as of today, I cannot commit that
Okay,
I will be taking this thing.
okay.
But
So
if I receive good response, I mean good number of response from you guys, then definitely I will schedule maybe weekly or bi-weekly one call and we can discuss what to prepare, what not to prepare, all those things we can
yeah,
do.
yeah. Yeah. And apart from LinkedIn posts, so do you have any references or referrals for candidates like us for the interviews and all? So just wanted to check.
I have some few friends who are working in this industry, so I can ask them, so that they will refer you
Mhm.
as a Azure data engineer only.
Okay.
So I have few friends, like 2, 3 friends are there, and they knows HR very well. So
Mhm.
we can go via that way, but not sure. But to be honest, no. See, if your basics skills are correct, or all these 2, 3 technology, but I shown you did 2, 3 project, that is real time project. Definitely,
Mhm.
you will get a call. To see as of today, market is not very good.
Yeah.
You guys
Mhm.
already know, right?
Mhm.
So till
Mhm.
September, till October, market will be like this only. So after that, definitely you will get a calls and all. Even though companies are hiring today also, many
Yeah.
companies are hiring Deloitte, PwC,
Mhm.
Accenture, all those companies are hiring. But it depends, sometimes we may receive the call, we may not receive the call. So ideally, what you should do in the Naukri.com, right? You,
Mhm.
you only ask, right?
Yeah.
Naukri में LinkedIn. Before 9 a.m.
Yeah.
IST, you have
Mhm.
to update your profile.
Okay. So re-upload the resume or any other update.
Anything just space
Okay.
update कर दो or remove comma, add comma.
Okay.
So see what generally happens now. I am not sure whether the things have been changed or not. 2-3 years back, what they do, they refresh their portal data uh, after 9 a.m. IST. So
Okay.
what you do, if you update the profile on a daily basis, so they will see, the HR will see now ki this profile is getting updated.
Yeah.
So you will be in top.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for the detailed answers. So it was really great to know all these things from you. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes. No problem. Please share the feedback also if you take the course. Please share your honest review or
Yes, yes.
feedback
Yes,
so
yes.
that I will also improve and the audience will also, I mean, it will help audience to to decide whether they want to go ahead or not.
Yes, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, Suraj. Hey, hi, Suraj. Are you there? I hope Suraj is not here. Let me ping. Tejas and Mahesh, if you have anything want to discuss, you can discuss. I guess Suraj is away.
Just wanted to ask regarding the certifications, what your approach towards the DP 203, DP 900 and all.
I
So
would suggest, why do you want to waste your money on certifications?
yeah, that's because some of the interviewers ask like if you have.
See, I have told these things multiple times. See,
Yeah.
you do not need to attend those DP 203, What happens generally, it is of, I guess, 4 to 5,000 rupees, right? In India.
Yes.
If generally what happens, I am learning, okay? I go to, for the exam. If I fail, then what I will do? Since the cost is of, 5,000, 6,000 rupees, I do not want to waste my money. So what I will do, I'll open a website, exam dumps, something like that. I will just, mug up all the dumps and then I will attend the certificate, right? I
Yeah.
will pass also. What happens? Did you gain the knowledge?
No.
No, right? Just because you wanna save, because see, no one wants to lose money, right?
Correct.
So this happens. So what I would suggest, you go to that website, microsoft.learn or learn.microsoft.com. What you can do, you search for DP203. You will have some modules, like 5 to 7 modules. You will have it.
Yes.
You will have the syllabus, or we can say you will also have the content also, right?
Correct.
See, these the content you wanna learn. Open Google, open YouTube, search these things, learn it, and implement one project. You will learn definitely very good. And if you do not want to, create a project, then what you can do, you open that website, where the dumps are provided, and then validate your knowledge by yourself free.
Yeah.
Because dump is nothing but, it's because if you go to for the real exam also, almost 50-60% question will be same. So if you are able to answer those questions, it means your knowledge is good. See, and let's say that at the time of interview, if they ask you also, ki, hey Tejas, did you do any certification or not? So you can say, ki, yes, I have done it, and they will not gonna ask you the that link URL, whatever we have, right? Validate URL. Okay, they will not ask at that time. They will ask you at the last when you are selected.
Okay.
Okay. And if they ask you also, ki, hey, because what I know, 2 years back, I also, like I also given some interviews, and they also asked me the same thing. I said, ki, I do not have these the certificate, and even though they did not ask me the proof also, they just asked me whether you have it or not. They did
Okay.
not ask me that URL or validation wala thing. Okay.
Okay.
And so what, so at that time what you can do, you can say ki I do not have, maybe I'm getting some issue, otherwise XYZ thing. And once you are get into company, and if they are forcing you, they just, I want to have this, I mean, you want to have this certification or not, then apply for that, no,
Okay.
at that
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Because so generally only service-based company ask for these certification, because they have to tell to their client that no certified engineer is gonna work on your project.
Yeah.
This is only the reason.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I have one question. In project, you have used that Synapse Analytics as well?
No,
No. Okay.
Synapse Analytics is nothing but a combination of ADF, almost ADF, Databricks, Power BI, Data Lake, right?
Yeah,
If you know all these 4 5 skills, then definitely you can learn by yourself also. But I did not, see, this is a single project, right? I cannot apply all the things in a single project, right? Either I have to go for ADF separately, or if I'm using the Synapse, then I have to go only for Synapse analytics things, right?
but Synapse, like it is a data warehouse, right? So,
No,
uh,
there are two things. One is Synapse analytics, one is Synapse DW. What you're talking about?
uh, I'm talking from data warehouse perspective.
I shown you the POC where we can stop or start the data warehouse on non-business hours. Or you can assume that, once the data has been loaded into data warehouse, and let's say your pipeline is running at 2 a.m. IST midnight. At that time, no one is gonna use your data warehouse, right? So at that time, what we do, once we publish the data to the to the SQL, I mean to the data warehouse layer, we stop that data warehouse using automation.
So the automation is done in PowerShell.
Sorry,
For VM related automation is done in PowerShell. Right?
PowerShell, yes, PowerShell, that is called automation runbook, with the help of automation runbook, and I integrated with ADF using webhook. Hello, Prakash.
Hey, hi. Actually, I had a question. Actually, I have 9.5 years of experience in big data and ETL testing along with automation. So I have a good knowledge on Python, PySpark, SQL, and PyTest BDD. But so I just wanted to know, is it good to switch, from to development big data engineer after 9.5 years? Because I'm really interested to that, but I have a doubt whether companies will accept the role change or not.
Sorry, Prakash. Sorry. You said that you have 9.5 years of experience on what?
On testing
Software
ETL and big data testing. So I usually
testing role, and now you want to move into the dev role, right?
Yeah, but it is from big data engineering test. So it is like I have good knowledge on Python and PySpark and SQL, Pandas, NumPy.
Then if you already know these things, then you can easily switch to the dev
But
role, right?
I don't have any framework knowledge or experience. Like I don't know like how to set up the jobs, all those things.
So those things, at least, I mean, if you do not have much knowledge on that, then I would suggest to start from the scratch at least, and go for as you said, ETL well, right? ETL concept, So if you are looking out for the Azure data engineering, right? So go for the ADF first, learn all the concept over there. If you already know this ETL thing, then you can create a project out of it. If you go to any, what you have to do, take three data source, okay, like simple, create 3 CSV files, and you want, and then you should know key what is my output, what should be my output result. If you know, like if I'm joining these three tables, then the output should be, let's say, the output should be 10 rows. So you know the output also, and you know the input. Then you have to apply, and you know what joins I have to apply, and how to cleanse the data, what columns I need to have it in my final table. So those things you can apply via ADF.
Yeah, so yeah, I understood. Thanks for that. So what I actually do, right? So like my scripts which I write, usually what I do, I get lot of source files, and then what I do, I read those files in Spark data frame, and then I join couple of data frames. I do all the transformation logic, and instead of writing it to a database, I just compare it with the dev tables. So it is
Mm.
like almost there, but the making the transition from dev testing to dev is, it's, I'm trying from a long time, actually from 2 3 years, but it's becoming if I'm not getting a proper guidance. So is there any course or something do you provide?
No, actually, if you want to learn some basics, then I have a YouTube channel. You can, go and, read or, learn basic from there, from ADF perspective and Azure Data Bricks, that is Apache Spark, PySpark you're talking about, right? Once you are done, I would suggest, if you want to take my course, you can take, you will learn something new from it. And apart from this, if you want to, do by yourself, then I would suggest that, prepare 2 or 3 data set, either in a CSV files or Excel files. Then you know कि ना कि मुझे मेरा आउटपुट क्या होने वाला है. You already know मेरा आउटपुट मुझे इतनी रोज मिलेंगी. So
Okay.
do the transformations. This is only the real time project. What also we do, we some receive some files from our client. First, what we do, we first source the data into our blob storage or gen2 storage, correct, in terms of
Yeah.
Azure data engineering. Then what we do, we have to do some extract ho gaya, right? Then what we have to do, transformation maybe we have to first clean the data. There are some multiple columns that is not required, so I will clean the data, and I have 3 files now. What I will do, I'll have to make a join on that, right? So that I will find out some cumulative result out of it. So I will put some multiple joins over there. So now आपका logic हो गया, right? What logic you have to write it down.
Yeah.
Once it is done, then you just dump the data into some location. Now
Okay.
the thing is how you are doing this process.
Yeah.
This is the main concern. If
Yeah.
you say, if you tell the same thing to the interviewer in a simple term, na ki yeah, I did this, they will definitely understand that you do not have any real time experience. Correct? मतलब project
Yeah.
में
Yeah.
काम यही होता है, but there are some extra things also we do. What? Once we loaded the data into our from source to sink, we should validate the data, whether the data has been loaded properly or not.
Yeah.
Correct? वो हमें check लगाना पड़ेगा. Apart from this, if the table size is very big, if the file size is very big, what process or what procedure we should follow? How did you optimize your pipelines?
Okay.
Those things you should know. वो
Okay.
आपको आ गया, आपको dev work तो पता ही, you said, right? You have written some queries, you using PySpark, data frame and all. So those things you already know. At least you should know कि हाँ process होता क्या है.
Yeah. Correct.
Correct. So once
Yeah.
you are clear with that, I hope that it will help you a lot.
Okay, but do companies consider profiles from testing to development in this 9.5 years?
At least you should tell them कि you have some experience, 2-3 years of experience as a developer. If you go directly and say, hey, I'm having 9.5 years experience on testing only, then probably they won't take you, right? Until
Okay.
unless you show that you are aware, or you are very good in these technologies. So what I would suggest, you can tell them ki I am having 1 year or 2 years of experience as a developer, and now since company, I just want to grow more and all those things. That's the reason I'm looking out for a change.
Okay.
But at least you should have that knowledge also. अगर आप 2 years बोल रहे हो ना, तो make sure that you have the knowledge of 2 year guy If you are saying 1 year of experience, that at least you will have one year experience, but no one will ask much questions because
Okay.
1 year में कितना ही कोई सीखता है, right? But if you are saying 2 years of experience, and since you are having 9.5 years of experience as a IT industry guy, so they may ask you some apart from these questions. As I said that you already know ETL, right? You have worked on ETL, so they
Yeah.
may ask more questions on ETL,
Yeah. Okay.
correct? Hmm.
Got it. Fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Prakash. Hello, Suman.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
So yeah, I have taken your course, but till now I did not get time to start. Next week probably I will start.
Yes,
Okay.
I checked that. I guess 5 to 10% only you covered.
Yeah. So I have few queries. Like I have 2 years of experience in Azure data engineering. So real time experience is around 1 year, 2 months. Okay, and others time just sitting without any work. So for doing changes, job change, what are the skill set specifically required for Azure data engineer? Means ADF, Databricks, those I know. SQL, and any other skill set?
That is more than enough.
Okay.
Now it depends, as you said, you know Databricks, right? So in Databricks, what technologies you know? How much data have you processed?
Okay.
Do you know Kafka? Sorry, do you know? Sorry, just a minute. So I was saying that, do you know batch processing only, or do you know the streaming processing also? If you know
Okay.
both, then you are good to go. If you do not know both, then I would suggest, if you wanna grow yourself, then I would suggest learn streaming also. Go for the Apache Spark, or if you are only stick to the this Azure side, then go for the event hubs. Those things you can learn.
True. And I have already attended 3-4 interviews. Okay, the problem I am facing there is means I can handle ADF related question, but I am not able to handle Databricks related question, mainly PySpark. They mostly they give some scenario and they ask from there. So how to get means confidence for those questions with those types of scenario?
Can you please give me an example so that I can?
Like means my current project I am working on a framework, okay, that is based on data PySpark database PySpark. Okay, so when I explain this project, automatically they start to ask me a coding related means a coding related question from PySpark. Like they gave me scenario like if there is any airport, so airlines company, they want to handle some data. Okay, these are the data set, and they asked me to do some means some types of data validation or means a data check through the data bricks.
Hmm.
So and different types of means scenario based question from there.
Hmm.
So how to get confidence for those? Means most
Until
of the time.
unless, see, to be honest, until unless you have worked on these things,
Hmm.
you will not face any issue. But if you do not work on it, then definitely you will face an issue to answer them, right? So all these things, validation, you said, right? All
Hmm.
these things are covered in my course.
Yeah. Okay. Means basically
So
what happened in MNC means for past 1 year we generally covered by generally we shadowed by some senior or means mostly we used to
see,
get some
this happens everywhere. See,
yeah.
I also do not have much experience in IT, right?
Hmm.
I mean, very less experience. How I learned the things? If someone is saying, let's say you are my senior,
Hmm.
okay, and you said that, hey Sagar, this task I will do, or maybe that you explain me the approach. कि hey Sagar, ऐसे ऐसे कर लेना.
Ha,
Correct.
ha.
What my mindset would be, कि hey, Suman is senior, he knows everything. I'll just copy his approach.
Hmm.
What you learned?
Yeah, that's right.
Nothing, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
वो छाप लिया, राइट? रेपो उठा के मैंने कॉपी पेस्ट किया, एंड देन देखो मैनेजर क्लाइंट हो गया. दिस जनरली हैपेंस. टू बी ऑनेस्ट, एज अ फ्रेंड आई एम सेइंग, इफ यू वांट टू लर्न जल्दी
Hmm.
जल्दी ना समथिंग यूनिक, if someone is saying कि hey ऐसे ऐसे approach कर लेना, it doesn't mean that he knows very well. है ना? तो go and give your approach. Research over the YouTube, Google, GitHub, many places are there na. Then tell कि yeah, this is also the way to do na. Maybe maybe when you apply those logic, maybe you will face multiple issues, right? जो मतलब जो काम 1 sprint में हो जाता, वो शायद दो sprint लग गए आपको काम करने में. It happens, right? But at least on the end of the day you will learn something new. और क्या होगा उससे आप जो since that is your approach, you write it down step by step, you did some coding over there, or you did some research over there, right? So you gain at least a new knowledge. These things I follow.
बस बेसिकली क्या हो रहा है, एक ना गैप क्रिएट हो जा रहा है. मतलब मैं 3-4 इंटरव्यू देने के बाद जो रियलाइज किया, ओके, मतलब जो प्रॉपर एक्सपीरियंस है, ओके, आज जो क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है उसमें एक गैप क्रिएट हो रहा है. मतलब एडीएफ ठीक है, एडीएफ में थोड़ा ज्यादा एक्सपीरियंस है तो हैंडल कर सकता हूँ, लेकिन ये डेटाब्रिक्स हैंडल नहीं हो रहा है, मतलब स्पेसिफिकली पाइस्पार्क. तो हाउ टू मींस ओवरकम दैट वन?
You have to practice, Suman. See, if I'm telling you, there is a job in PySpark which is taking, let's say, 30 minutes. And कुछ logics लगे हैं, like there you put some transformations logic, you put some joining condition over there, and it is taking like 20 minutes to run. I'm saying you have to optimize it. What would be your approach? What would be your approach? What will you see in your code? What will you see in the whole job? Why it is taking 20 minutes? Can it be reduced to 10 minutes? Is it possible? If possible, how? Everyone knows how to read, how to write, how to do join. The question comes from this, so that if you answer this question, they will definitely understand that your concepts are clear and you also worked on real-time project.
Right.
You tell me the answer if you have now. I mean, if you know, at least you have to say कि I went there. Simple thing. Databricks, not Databricks, I can say Apache Spark means partitions. पूरा खेल partitions का है और कुछ नहीं है. आपको partition check करने if partitions are healthy or not. If partitions are not healthy, data is not distributed in a proper way, then definitely you will have the more time, है ना? Your job will take more time. Apart from this, you also have to check the quality of your data. Correct? उसमें nulls तो नहीं आ रहे हैं, and all those things. Size also. What you can do, see, अगर आपका जो डेटा आता है month wise डेटा है, why can't you store ऐसा partition by bucketing बना सकते हो उसकी partition by, there are two things, right? One is partition, that is not really partition, that a partition, a kind of folder, correct? वो folder बना लो, तो वहाँ पे भी आप प्रोसेस कर सकते हो डेटा को one by one. क्योंकि देखो, to be अभी क्या है, now it is May, right? May is happening. I will say कि I just need to read the May data. So why would I go back and search for all January, February, March, April का data? So it's better that I create a partitions over there so that my query will go and search for one bucket, one folder, you can assume, and वहां से ही उसको सब चीज मिल जाएगी. वो easy way हुआ ना, जल्दी फैशन हुआ हमें मिलने का डेटा. अब आपने अगर पार्टीशंस ही नहीं बनाए होंगे, आपने रीपार्टीशंस बनाए हैं, राइट? एट दैट टाइम व्हाट विल हैपन, इट विल गो 10 पार्टीशंस बने ऐसे, एक एक करके जाएगा, करेगा, टाइम ज़्यादा लगेगा. Until unless you do this practices ना, आपको डिफिकल्टी होगी समझने में. You take 2 files, CSV files बना लो, ठीक है? Let's say कितना 50 MB की बना लोगे, ओके, 2 बना लो, उसी से आप ज्वाइन लगाओ, उसी में ग्रुप बाय लगाओ, उसी में हैविंग लगाओ, उसी में सब चीज लगा दो. और
अच्छा,
आप खुद
different
समझ
scenario.
जाओगे, आप समझ जाओगे कि इसमें कहाँ फंसा। जहाँ पे आपने देखा कि ये इट इज टेकिंग टाइम, एक स्टेज बनती है, लास्ट की स्टेज, वो बहुत टाइम ले रही है, वहीं पे आप जाओ, उसको पता करो कि इसमें कितने पार्टीशंस, सॉरी इसमें कितने पार्टीशंस हो रहे हैं, एंड देन हाउ आई कैन रिड्यूस दिस। नेट पे
हम्म,
जाओ, गूगल करो, सब चीज करो, आपको सब सीखने को मिलेगा वहीं पे।
अच्छा।
बट आपको बस पार्टीशन का खेल समझ गया है ना,
हम्म,
डेटाबेस है ही नहीं कुछ और।
अच्छा।
आप
वही
उस पे लिंक्डइन
ऑप्टिमाइज
पे
करना सीखना होगा।
वही वही चीजें हैं और कुछ नहीं। अभी क्या है, लोग लोग क्या बोलते हैं, बॉट बॉट को ज्वाइन लगा दो। बॉट को
हम्म,
ज्वाइन इज नथिंग बट अ फंक्शन, है
हम्म,
ना। हमारे दिमाग में क्या आया, चलो बॉट को ज्वाइन लगा दो, अंदर का कॉन्सेप्ट तो जाना नहीं किसी ने, है ना।
हम्म,
अभी एक अगर आपने डेल्टा टेबल्स पढ़ा होगा, उसमें ऑप्टिमाइज होता है, तो वो क्या करता है, अपने आप स्मॉल फाइल्स को मतलब बंच में इकट्ठा करके बड़ा बना देता है, बेस्ड ऑन योर क्लस्टर।
हम्म,
उससे क्या हुआ, हमने कुछ सीखा, हमने तो फंक्शन यूज कर लिया। अभी
या
यही सेम चीज क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा, अगर मैं इंटरव्यूअर होता, मैं बंदों को यही बोलूं कि भैया ब्रॉडकास्ट मत लगाओ, उसके अलावा बताओ कैसे आप रिड्यूस करोगे, ऑप्टिमाइज
हम्म,
करोगे। फिर वहां मालूम चलता है कि तुम्हें कितना पीछे का आता है।
हम्म,
तो दिस थिंग्स आई बिलीव यू हैव टू फॉलो।
वर्क ऑन।
हम्म। क्योंकि
थैंक
सी
यू।
सभी सभी कोर्स में आपको सेम ही चीज मिलेगा, है ना। अगर
हम्म,
मैं भी कोर्स बनाऊंगा, मैं ही उसमें क्या ही बताऊंगा, मैं भी तो यही चीज बताऊंगा। अब आप वहां पे जाके इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो अपने कोर्स में, है ना। वो जो पढ़ा जो उसने जितना पढ़ाया आपने उतना ही सीख लिया। इससे अच्छा आप खुद से अपना प्रैक्टिस करोगे, बहुत सीखोगे।
प्रैक्टिस जरूरी है। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सुमन। प्लीज शेयर योर फीडबैक ऑल्सो ना, वंस इट इज completed, और एटलीस्ट यू
या
विल।
श्योर श्योर, नेक्स्ट वीक से मतलब थोड़ा टाइम मिलेगा, अभी रिलोकेशन हो रहा है ना, इसलिए बहुत बिजी है ना,
श्योर श्योर श्योर,
कंपनी
नो
और
प्रॉब्लम।
या वर्क फ्रॉम होम अलाउ नहीं कर रहा है।
नो प्रॉब्लम, नो प्रॉब्लम।
अच्छा, ठीक है, थैंक यू।
ओके, थैंक यू। I guess no one is here, only Mahesh. Tejas. Mahesh, you have anything?
एक पूछना था वही के एज यू सेड देयर आर डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ प्रोसेसिंग, तो बैच प्रोसेसिंग है और स्ट्रीमिंग प्रोसेसिंग। तो ये अभी प्रोजेक्ट में कौन सा है, बैच प्रोसेसिंग यूज किया है ना आई थिंक।
हाँ, बैच ही किया है, यस।
ओके ओके। सो ये स्ट्रीमिंग का कैसा है, वी आर यूजिंग इन डेटा इंजीनियरिंग एज वेल राइट।
हाँ हाँ हाँ, वो बिजनेस पे डिपेंड करता है ना। आपका जो ऊपर से डेटा आ रहा है, वो किस किस टाइप का आ रहा है। उसको वो अगर सेल्स डेटा हुआ, तो सेल्स डेटा देखो होता क्या है कि वो पास्ट डेट तक ही देखते हैं। जैसे कि अगर मैं अपना कोर्स बेच रहा हूँ, तो मैं अगर कैलकुलेट करूंगा आज, तो मैं तो कल कल तक का ही देखूंगा ना। क्योंकि ट्रांसैक्शन हो रहे हैं फिर, और भी मतलब सिंपल बिजनेस नहीं होता ना, उसमें बहुत चीजें लगती हैं उनके, मतलब जो मैंने जो जिस सेल्स डेटा पे काम किया है, मैं उनका बताऊं, तो वो लोग देखते हैं कल तक भाई मेरी कितना प्रॉफिट हुआ, मैंने इतना कमा लिया, इतना गवा दिया, मैंने देख लिया। रियल टाइम चीजें जैसे हो गई, जैसे कि वेदर फोरकास्टिंग, वेदर का हमेशा हर 10-10 मिनट में लेट से, और हर 5-5 मिनट में हमारा जो वेदर का टेम्परेचर है वो चेंज होगा, राइट, उसकी ह्यूमिडिटी चेंज होएगी। तो उसको मैं एनालाइज करके मुझे कुछ बताना है कि बारिश होने वाली है कि नहीं, है ना। तो
ओके
वो तो मुझे रियल टाइम चाहिए होगा ना डेटा।
ओके
तो वो चीज़ है, मतलब पहले आप बैच की प्रोसेसिंग, क्योंकि रियल टाइम चीज़ थोड़ी सी डिफिकल्ट है, इट्स नॉट वेरी इजी, आई वुड सजेस्ट। सो पहले आप जाओ, हर बंदा बैच प्रोसेसिंग से ही जाता है, बैच प्रोसेसिंग सीख ली अच्छे से, तो रियल टाइम सीख ही जाना है, क्योंकि सेम ही चीज़ है, कॉन्सेप्ट सेम है, ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन सेम लगेंगे, थोड़ा सा कॉन्सेप्ट बस हल्का डिफरेंट हो गया है।
ओके।
एनीथिंग एल्स? Tejas, Mahesh, because no one is here, so I'm just thinking to wind up this session.
Okay, nothing from my side. I will.
Actually, not now, but I have many things. So if you have anything in the future, like such session, it will be really helpful because you answered really well all of our questions. So, so really, really thank you so much.
Actually, 10, 16, 17 people has done the registration, but only some guys has joined. I'm not sure why. Maybe because today is Monday, so I should do this on Friday or maybe on on Saturday or Sunday so that more people will join. If you have any doubt, you can ping me over the LinkedIn, Telegram channel, anywhere you can ping me.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Chalo. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.